What if I told you a sandwich once captured a whole era? From wartime Spam fries to peanut butter with mayo on white bread, these bites reveal forgotten pieces of American history. Today we're looking at 15 sandwiches that vanished from most menus. Some will make you hungry, others might make you squirm. Let's dive in. Fried Spam Sandwich. First sold in 1937, Spam became a wartime staple for its low cost and long shelf life. Soldiers brought it home, making fried Spam on toast with mustard or mayo a symbol of resilience. In Hawaii, it inspired favorites like Spam Musubi. Nicknamed the meat that won the war, it remains comfort food for many, tied to family meals and memories of survival. Fake chicken sandwich. During the Great Depression, meat was a rare luxury. Resourceful cooks blended tomatoes, eggs, cheese, onions, and herbs to mimic chicken's flavor and texture. Families shared these simple sandwiches at the table, turning hardship into lasting memories. Many children believed it was real chicken, proof of how convincing it was. Passed down on recipe cards and served at potlucks or school events, the mock chicken sandwich became a symbol of creativity and frugality in tough times. Sloppy Joe. The Sloppy Joe's origin is debated. Some trace it to a Havana bar, others to an Iowa cook named Joe in the 1930s. Made with ground beef, onions, tomato sauce, and spices, it quickly became a budget-friendly family favorite. Kids especially loved its tangy flavor, often asking for it at school lunches. Variations soon appeared, from vegetarian versions to mixes with other meats. By the 1950s, canned products like Manwich made it a national staple, with many families dedicating a weekly night to Sloppy Joes. From cafeterias to sitcoms, it became a lasting pop culture icon. Mayonnaise and peanut butter sandwich. Popular in the American South during the 1930s. This unusual pairing mixed sweet peanut butter with tangy mayo for a unique taste. During the Great Depression, it became a symbol of thrift, offering cheap, shelf-stable ingredients that filled school lunches with needed calories. Families often added lettuce or bananas for extra flavor. Though odd by today's standards, many remember it fondly as a childhood favorite. One you might not trade at lunch but secretly enjoyed. Marmite and cheese sandwich. A classic from the UK, this sandwich pairs creamy cheese with Marmite's salty, savory punch on wholemeal bread. Loved by some and hated by others, it was a staple in school lunch boxes and tea time spreads. Rich in B vitamins, Marmite was especially valued during wartime rationing, even carried by soldiers in their kits. The cheese and Marmite combo became a simple comfort food, tied to childhood memories and post-war life. Chicken liver sandwich. Popular in the 1950s, this sandwich featured marinated chicken livers cooked until tender, then layered with mayo, lettuce, and tomato on toasted whole wheat bread. Often served on Sundays or special occasions, it was both hearty and nutritious. During the post-war boom, liver was valued for being affordable and rich in iron and vitamins, with many mothers serving it to build blood. For immigrant families, liver dishes also carried cultural traditions, blending old-world flavors with American life. Though rare today, it remains a nostalgic favorite for those who grew up with it. Monte Cristo sandwich. Inspired by the French croque monsieur, the Monte Cristo layers ham and cheese between bread, dips it in egg batter, and fries it until golden. Finished with powdered sugar and served with jam, it blends sweet and savory in one indulgent bite. The sandwich gained popularity in mid-20th century America, especially after being featured at Disneyland's Blue Bayou restaurant. By the 1960s, it became a symbol of adventurous dining, rich, eye-catching, and easy enough to make at home, reflecting the era's taste for both convenience and flair. Sardines and egg sandwich. In the early 20th century, this simple mix of mashed sardines and hard-boiled eggs on bread became a reliable source of protein, especially during shortages. It was vital during World War I and the Great Depression, when tinned fish was among the cheapest proteins available. Immigrant families often embraced it as both an economical meal and a link to traditional diets. The egg made it more appealing to children while helping stretch supplies. Though uncommon today, it remains a nostalgic reminder of resilience and survival. Deviled ham sandwich. First produced by the William Underwood Company in 1868, deviled ham, a spiced ground ham spread, quickly became a kitchen staple. Mixed with mayo, mustard, and seasonings, it made for an easy, flavorful sandwich. Its long shelf life made it valuable before refrigeration and ideal for military rations during the Spanish-American War and World War II. Recognizable by its devil logo, it later became a favorite in post-war America, showing up in school lunches, picnics, and factory lunch pails. Affordable and zesty, it was a classic working-class sandwich. Potted meat sandwich. Before refrigeration, potted meat, preserved in fat, kept leftovers edible for weeks. Spread on buttered bread, it made a hearty, convenient meal and was especially common in the early 20th century. In rural areas, families passed down recipes as a way to stretch food and avoid waste. Often packed for miners, rail workers, and field hands, potted meat sandwiches provided durable nourishment that lasted through long workdays. Banana and mayonnaise sandwich. Popular in the South during the 1950s and 60s, this sandwich paired sweet banana slices with tangy mayo on soft white bread. Cheap, simple, and filling, it became a comfort food for many families. Some added peanut butter or bacon, hinting at the Elvis-style combos that later gained fame. While unusual by today's tastes, it reflected post-war frugality and the era's reliance on pantry staples, leaving lasting memories for those who grew up with it. Creamed corn sandwich. Common in the 1940s and 50s, this budget-friendly sandwich used creamed corn spread on buttered bread, often with cheese or herbs, then grilled like a panini. Popular during wartime rationing, it offered a quick, meatless meal that was sweet, filling, and easy to digest. Families liked its simplicity, and kids enjoyed its gooey texture. Though rare today, it survives in old cookbooks as a reminder of creative, frugal cooking. Cucumber sandwich. Light and refined, the cucumber sandwich originated in Victorian England as a staple of afternoon tea and later appeared in American tea rooms and women's clubs. Made with thin cucumber slices on buttered or cream cheese spread white bread, usually with the crust removed, it was especially popular in spring and summer. Symbolizing elegance and social grace, it was served at garden parties, teas, and showers. Though simple, it remains a nostalgic favorite tied to tradition and leisurely gatherings. Tongue sandwich. Once common in Jewish delis and European households, the tongue sandwich featured thin slices of slow-cooked beef tongue on rye bread with spicy mustard and a pickle. In New York, it was as popular as pastrami or corned beef, valued for its rich flavor and tender texture. Though now rare, it was once considered both economical and nourishing, especially among immigrant families. During World War II, tongue was promoted as a practical meat choice, and delis in cities like New York and Chicago kept the tradition alive for decades. Today, it survives as a cultural delicacy tied to heritage and memory. Cheese Dream sandwich. Born in the Great Depression, the Cheese Dream was an open-faced sandwich made by broiling a slice of bread with American cheese until golden and bubbly. Cheap, simple, and filling, it was often paired with soup or fruit and sometimes topped with tomato or paprika. Popular in school lunches and government meal guides, it became a comfort food for families. Its influence carried into the 1960s, inspiring open-faced melts and toaster oven meals that kept its legacy alive. How many of these sandwiches have you actually tried? Let us know in the comments. Bonus points if you've got a family recipe passed down from Grandma's lunchbox days. If you enjoyed this trip through food history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who still remembers the Cheese Dream. More tasty nostalgia is on the way. Until then, stay hungry for America's history.